All right, everybody, greetings. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is in your part of the galaxy. Hope you're making it a great day. We're going to try to make it a good one here. Got some Grand Arena stuff that we got to get through today. Also got some accounts we're going to review. Any questions that you all might have over in the chat. Also got a new concept. Oh man, it's taken me forever to get going on doing some new content, but I've got a clever idea, and I keep, right about the time I think I figured it out, I get an idea on how to do something a little different with it. So I think I just got to be done with it, settle on what I've got, and introduce the idea of block farming and make a bunch of videos there and just get going with it. So yeah, it's interesting times. TK is in the house. We got Arva Blood Spirit. Arva's on. Hey Arva, how you doing, man? David Dutro in the house says happy Saturday, DL. Let's go. Aisling of the North says happy weekend. Hema Nithya says hi. Well, hello, Hema, something like that. David says, for the second time in 3 GACs, I put the wrong capital ship with the fleet. Oh, man, less Hondo development, more fleet loadout development. TK is looking for a reliable counter to SLKR, non-GL. I think the Jedi Knight Luke one is good. If you have Jedi Knight Luke, yes. Arva says Malgus can work. Sith Soul says finally caught live again. Emo Kane is here. Is the player known on Discord as Guapo? Guapo, are you here? Guapo asked me to take a look at his account, and I think I'm going to do that as part of the stream today. So just curious if he's on the stream. Typing a quick message here, asking if they're on the stream. And yeah, we'll help out some patrons. I just unlocked gas on the Senator path, and he's already won the first 2 rounds of GAC for me. Nice. Fantastic guide. Thank you, DL. No problem, Cole. That's what we're here for. Here to help. All right. Arva says he's on vacation for a week, so he's really great. Yeah, that's nice. Nice to have a few days off. I took Tuesday off of work this last week. I was two updates behind on Loquitur, and I was struggling to find time to do it, and just had some stuff to do around the house. So looked at my calendar, didn't have a whole lot of meetings, and said, I'm gonna take a middle of the week chill day. Just do my account updates, get caught up on that stuff, sleep a little bit. So I had a lazy day on Tuesday. It was nice. It's nice. It's burned a vacation day for kind of no reason, but it was good. DL, investing in the $5 mod packs that guarantee at least one 6-speed secondary. Mod packs that guarantee a 6-speed secondary. Ooh, look, we have a bonus calendar that we haven't claimed yet. That seems like something we need to do. Okay. Each bundle contains 6 mods guaranteeing a Mark V critical damage mods with each card. Purchase limit 2. Okay. The $5 mod packs that guarantee at least one 6-speed secondary. Guaranteeing Mark V. Okay. Is that not the right pack? This is a Chirotech pack. $4 for 25 Chirotechs. Wow. This must be a pretty good deal, right? Because these Chiros cost like $2,800 out of the shop for 50. So $2,800 represents $20 worth of value. That's a good deal. I mean, if you're into buying for Chirotech, guaranteed 50, right? It wasn't one or the other, I don't think. Card 3 gives the 6 speed. Guarantees 1 Mark V green critical damage mod with speed secondary. Oh, there it is. Guarantees a mod with a speed secondary. So here's my thoughts on this. Mods are the thing in the game that there's a cap on, right? You can often buy other stuff in the game, but mods just don't. I mean, you're limited on how many you get. So, if you have enough mods to work on, you don't need to do this. If you really want a critical damage set, and you're already spending, your 50 cost refreshes on mods every day and working the system, and you just want more mods to look at, it's not bad. It's only $5. Remember, there's only a 25% chance for each speed hit. So the chance that turns out with 3 speed rolls at least is about 7%. If it starts with a speed roll, getting 3 speed rolls is about a 7% chance. So if you buy this twice, most likely you'll get a second speed hit, but not a third. So if you get lucky, it's great. If you don't get lucky, I mean, it's literally just one more mod for you to look at. That's all it is. It's not anything special other than another mod for you to look at. And if it has 6 speed as the starting value, I mean, that's fantastic that it would actually give you 6 speed. But yeah, statistically, the likelihood that this comes out in your favor and it's the best mod you ever bought, same statistics as every other mod in the game. But yeah, so it's hard to ascribe a value to it. Like with the Chiros, you can ascribe a value to it because you know how much it costs for you to click a button and go buy a Chiros somewhere else. For that, you really, I mean, I suppose in theory, you could compare the cost of a mod to the cost of the mod shop and say that a mod is worth 4 million credits. And if we go here and we try to buy 4 million credits, if we bought this twice, we'd probably have it, right? So, say 2,500 crystals. So, I mean, to get a comparison cost, it would be $20 worth of crystals compared to the mod shop. You get 6 mods, so it's 6 times that. So yeah, if we use the credit cost, then it's a really good deal. And you do have a 20% chance to get a second mod from card 3. Yeah. So I would say overall, if you're looking for a way to add more mods to your account, that is a good deal. I would give that a thumbs up. $5 for 6 mods, guaranteed 1.5 secondaries. It's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal. You can only guarantee that there's one mod in there that you would buy. So it's basically represents a $20 value still, and 5 other random chances to get lucky. So, yeah, I would approve that. I would approve that $5 pack. Did I see that Hondo and Dr. Afra are confirmed? No, I don't see anything. The puzzle reveals, all that stuff. No, I don't. Man, I'm always behind on the news. I tried to catch up on all the Andor shows last night. My family and I watched that. And I went to bed and I woke up today. That's basically all I got, guys. Hondo and Afra are confirmed. Interesting. Finally got to catch a live stream. Curious your thoughts. Average Joe Gamer says, my Gladiator alt is in Carbonite 2 at C2 must be Chromium at 50 weeks while holding number 1 in fleets. Is this a good benchmark at 1 year? Yeah, so at 1 year, that was basically when I got the C on the Loquitur account. Yeah, high chromium, low rhodium is so I guess I have high expectations of people that build accounts according to how we plan and do things. So we put fleet first. That's a huge advantage. We do good account builds. So I would say at 1 year to be high chromium, low rhodium makes perfect sense. That's where I would expect a good Inquisitor style account to be. I mean, I think it's possible if you purpose built your account just for GAC that we can get to the top of Erodium, probably not into Kyber, but we could get to the top of Erodium in about 1.5 years. That's how I'm looking at it. And the more I look at things, the more I just keep settling on this idea that if we build for Grand Arena, we just build offense. We build one big defensive team to put bottom front. We build one fleet that's going to stop the enemy from doing anything in fleets, Executor or Profundity. And then we just throw garbage defenses everywhere, let them have it. Hope to have one showstopper defense on the bottom, and then just build offensive teams. Because the strategy of defense can't work at lower tiers. The reason a defensive strategy can't work at lower tiers, when you're 2 million and you've built a very good defensive account, you put all that stuff on defense, you plan to hold all the zones, you fight somebody with 6 million GP, they're going to crush everything you put on defense. So in an unfair matchup, the only thing you have control over is the offensive side of things. So I find on Loquitur, I mean, I've always played GAC with the idea of winning on defense. Really, like I always try to set up my combination of defense and offense to win with defensive holds. And that's just not possible in the current system. So I kind of have to shift my attitude and get busy with a lot more offensive teams and just focus on, using my Kenobi team to hold something in the bottom and then, pushing through offensively. Change the style up a little bit, try to get better results. So that's my thoughts on that. We got energy built up, so I need to burn through this energy. A new neutral tag. Oh, Hondo's gonna be neutral. Interesting. All right, let's. There's a patron that I'm gonna help on stream today. Unfortunately, I haven't prepared ahead of time, so I'm going in blind. We're going to take a look at Nothing Face. Nothing Face, the Betrayer, from the Schwartz Holiday Special. May the Schwartz be with you. Spaceballs reference. I believe that's a Spaceball reference, but we'll see. Nothing Face Zero says, hello. I noticed using Datacrons do well in aiding the trash I set on defense. Well, if you're trash, so like leftovers from a journey or something like that, you have to have full relic trash before that's relevant. Smallest account in my guild. He's 8 million. All right, so Nothing Face the Betrayer, 8 million galactic power. All right, so if you want to type anything into the stream here and give me an idea of what it is that you're looking for, you know, what we can help you with, what I can talk about. TIE Interceptor is in. That's like every ship in the game at 7 stars. Raven's Claw still being worked on. Outrider still being worked on. Dash is all finished up. 4 Galactic Legends, Star Killer. Let's take a look at the Rogue One characters and see if Nothing Face is going for the Profundity. Cassian's in there, built up. Radis is started. So maybe he's going for the Profundity. I'm really looking for a path to Kyber 1. I'm mid Kyber 2. Okay. Well, I'm gonna suggest something here, but Arva, if you're still on, you can jump in. You know, TK, if you got any advice, if any of the other people in chat want to chime in on this. My main account was bouncing between the top of Kyber 2 and Kyber 1. So I'm going to approach this account like I was approaching my main account. So basically the same thing I just said is still going to apply. Defense-wise, you can imagine if you can always put all 4 of these GLs on defense, if you could convince yourself to just always put them on defense and have enough offense to deal with whatever the opponent puts down, that puts you in a better and better position. So from where you're at, the higher you want to move up into Kyber, the more you have to think about offensive teams that are going to be able to counter the opposing teams and Galactic Legends without, and with Datacrons, it's so hard to predict. So you never know what your opponent's going to put down, what kind of Datacrons they're going to have. So it's hard. But like building a specific counter for Lord Vader so that every time you see a Lord Vader, you've got, you know, your bounty hunter counter or something like that you're going to use to beat him with a non-meta team. You got to figure out how to beat Kenobi. I was using a Padme Cat team, so I could beat Kenobi, but it would take my cat. So in your case, maybe Kenobi goes on offense, and then you can either mirror match the Kenobi, or you can try this Padme Cat trick and still have your Jedi Master Kenobi. If you're not comfortable putting Kenobi on defense, you know, without Cat, for example, because that's pretty weak. It's if you don't have cat, you can't really use it as a defense. So that's what I would say you have to consider for your account, is how to divide this up into teams that you're just going to put on defense and just build this, brick wall of stuff for your opponent to get stuck on, while just developing your account with this massive offense to beat more than he can beat. The Lord Vader Datacron is tough. Yeah, the Lord Vader. Lord Vader's a good character, but he's beatable. He is beatable. I use Bounty Hunter for Lord Vader, but with current Datacron. Yeah. Maximus says, what's the best non-GL defensive team? And everybody chimes in and says Malgus. Arva says, in 3v3, you're unlikely to be able to compete with Kyber 1 accounts because you're at a GL disadvantage. So Arva, if he's looking to get into Kyber 1, are you saying just build the other 2 GLs? Like you got to get the GLs or you're not successful? Because that's the other thing you could do. You could put down all your best non-GL defenses and try to force your way through the opponent on offense with your own GLs. Does have Malgus. Build the other GLs. Already has SK and Jedi Knight Luke and Malgus. Other 3 GLs now, sir, says killed by Rengar. Is that more of a priority than profundity? So the thing that profundity is going to allow you to do in GAC, when they put their executor on defense, you can put your executor on defense and still have profundity on offense to win. So if you don't have a profundity counter or a executor counter that you're comfortable with, which in your case would be the First Order fleet. So basically, have you built the Echelon? Yeah, so you've got the Echelon all tricked out. So that fleet has a high chance of beating the Executor. And even if you don't beat the Executor, you can put yourself in a pretty good position to clean it up. So you may have to two-shot it, but you have stuff that you can work through the Executor. Once other people start having both Executor and Profundity, then your Executor on defense becomes weaker, or they could potentially put both Executor and Profundity on defense and be a showstopper with the ships. So how important is the Profundity? Honestly, I think if you watch a lot of the highest level GACs right now, there's not a lot of full clears going on. There's the guys at the very top end of the game are putting down ridiculous defenses with Datacrons and full Relic 7 teams and Relic 9 teams, and the difference between beating or not beating the other guy with the Datacron is whether or not you have Relic 9 characters. So at the top end of the game, there's just these huge lumps of defense, and it basically turns into a 1 or 2 zone clear for a lot of these players. So if you think like that, and the 2 zones that you're looking to clear are the ships, and you end up at a disadvantage in ships, then that's where you're at. They'll get a clear and you won't. So Arva, you can chime in on this, but I would say that the Profundity is probably more important than the other 3 GLs. From where you're at right now at 8 million, I would think you would want to do the Profundity before the other GLs. And the profundity frees up ships where you can build Raven's Claw and have a home one fleet behind it. So that would give you 3, the Radis fleet's kind of, whatever. The Finalizer fleet is very good on offense. And then the Profundity would be your 6 fleets, right? So the Executor, Malevolence, Negotiator, Finalizer, Radis, and an Empire fleet somewhere in here, a Profundity fleet somewhere in here, and a Home One fleet. Total of 8 fleets. So you've got, 2 extra fleets on offense to clean things up if you don't get it done. But I think with fleets like Executor and Profundity, if you don't have a strategy for doing a 2-shot, then you can potentially just get stuck behind that fleet with no matter how many fleets you have. All right. So Guapo says, "How you doing, DL? I sent you a message on the Discord." No, this isn't Guapo's account. This is Nothing Face. So Profundity will be required as well, says Arva, but looking at your GLs, you shouldn't be that far away from it anyway. But afterwards, you shouldn't work on other non-GL stuff. I also need to consider carrying my weight for my guild, so keeping new TB in consideration. Again, the Profundity, there's always fleet battles and the territory battles. So getting the Profundity is going to help your guild score more fleet in the new territory battle. Again, I can't guarantee it, but based on what we see from the other territory battles, there's always fleet stuff to be done. And if you look at light side Geo, if you don't have the best fleet available, you're not scoring points in light side Geo, right? So we can expect the new territory battle to be like that. And if it's got a light side and a dark side, you can kind of expect to need the Executor and Profundity to be scoring points for your guild on the respective sides. So yeah, the Profundity will help your guild. And then if you want to build the next GL as Jabba, you could do that if you wanted to be the best guild helper, and also clear another GL for your Kyber push. So you could be doing both of those things. And for an account that's this developed, the single shard farms aren't that big of a deal, because you've got most of the other stuff in the game. You're not pushing to farm a bunch of other things. And you should find that once you're ready to go for Sith Eternal Emperor, you'll have a bunch of his stuff already built anyway, right? Because I assume you have a troopers team somewhere in here. You've got some of the Sith already built. Piet already done. There's Marauder. I didn't see Thrawn. Was Thrawn in here? Okay. I don't see Thrawn. But yeah, so it shouldn't be. C should be within striking distance too. C is probably the easiest grab for where your account's at right now. I can reliably counter Executor with Malevolence. Okay. That's good. Well, then you can consider doing another GL before you do Profundity. I think if it was my account, though, I would work. I would make sure that I have those non-GL teams going really well. I might invest more relic levels in this Wampa. We've seen that Wampa can beat Sith Eternal. My Relic 5 Wampa's struggling against the Sith Eternal, but several of these battles, I felt like if I just had a couple more relic levels, we'd have been able to win. So if you've got those teams up and running and you're satisfied with it, like the Jedi Knight Luke team, the Bounty Hunter team, that stuff, then I agree. Just work on the GLs. I love the ships, though. I love the fleet side of the game. I love having the advantage in ships over people who don't like ships. And so I would go for profundity first on this account. That's just me. But if you don't, I would either go for Jabba to help the guild, or I would go for Sith Eternal, because I think he's the easiest for you to grab. Is that helpful? Thrawn is done. There he is. Yeah, okay. He's Relic 5. So yeah, you've got a lot of the C requirements already set up and ready to go. So that's and you've obviously got your datacrons going. That's another big part of trying to beat Kyber 1 is you have to fight with the datacrons. Bro, you got a lot of datacrons. Holy cow. What? Dang. Datacron jealousy kicking in here. Yo. I'm going to snoop your speed. 346 Mara Jade. If that's your fastest other character, that 345 on Darth Revan is good. .333 on Jedi Knight Revan. That's real fast. That's a speedy Revan. So you've basically got your mods divided up among your better characters. 328 on Bosk. That's the good. Shakti. 327 with a speed arrow. I don't know if you've got a good crit avoidance arrow with good speed substats, but I think especially for the Wat Tambor mission, she looks good with a crit reduction, critical avoidance arrow. Something to think about. Grief Karga at 326 with a 154 speed. Hey, we farmed our mods, right? That's good. Piet. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna do the ultimate check. Jedi Knight Anakin. We're gonna look and see if there's a potency cross. Oh man, such good modding. Only one deficiency found. Yeah, I really like putting a potency cross on Anakin. Getting this healing immunity and buff immunity off of his physical, off of his basic, is a game changer. It's really good. It's really good. I keep trying to talk myself into Juhani. Juhani is crazy for territory wars. It's not hard to talk yourself into Juhani. Pretty easy. But you got a great account. I mean, your account is well set up. You've farmed a lot of stuff. There's not a whole lot of garbage. You've obviously put a lot of thought into it and built a lot of things in the right way. I hope this helped. I have to move on and help somebody else, but hope this helped. You don't need potency on Jedi Knight Anakin anymore. It's not relevant now that he ain't with Padme. Well, that depends on your account, I suppose. I still put him with Padme sometimes. All right, fair point. Fair point. If you're just putting him as the baseball bat in a Kiadi Mundi team, then or Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron team, then okay, that's fine. All right, Guapo was in the house earlier. Hopefully Guapo's still here. switch over to looking at the Guapo account. All right. So Guapo is an interesting account, and I wanted to share this with you guys and just kind of show you some crazy stuff. Share with you what you'd call a springboard account, or whatever. Let's say a different kind of account start. So if you remember, we said we wanted to look at Galactic War Battles 1 to kind of give us a clue on how old the account is, right? So here we have 2400 Galactic War Battles 1, which means this account is about 200 days old. So if we think about that in terms of months, it's 7 months is 210 days, right? So this account is not even 7 months old, and y'all are going to be pretty shocked at what you see in here. So what happened with Guapo? He's got his main account, and he just started an alt account and parked it in a guild and just let it accumulate gear, and he did the refreshes for energy every day, and he just built up energy and built up gear and built up energy and built up gear and built up energy and built up gear. And then after like I don't even know how long, like 6 months of doing that or whatever it was, then he came in and used the hyperdrive bundle and built the account using all that hoarded gear and just skyrocketed the account. So it's a pretty interesting idea. It's I don't know, maybe a lesser version of a horde account. It's more like, sponging off your guild kind of account, but a fun concept. And you can see he's already got Negotiator, Malevolence, all that time hanging out in the guild collecting the currency. He's way ahead on all of this stuff. So yeah, the 6 or 8 months or whatever that he didn't play the account's pretty boring. But after he loaded up on all that gear, he just like shot ahead. So it's pretty fun. May 14th was when you started the account. Oh, so the double drop week is when you went nuts on it. All right. Interesting. All right, so let's say an account that is quite well developed within a short period of time, and so he's looking at the first Galactic Legend. So how do we get to 4 million with this account and be ready for hard conquest and build a Galactic Legend and all of it? Right. So that's the question. Now, I think, if I remember correctly, you were going for Executor right away, right? So let me check the text here. Okay. Yeah, so Executor first. So we've almost got the Executor landed. We can see the IG, the Imperial TIE Fighter, Slave 1, Houndstooth, TIE Advanced. They're all ready to go. We need the TIE Bomber. There it is. All right, so Executor incoming. Soon, TM. And he went for Skywalker, so he's got Skywalker already. So we had talked before, and we'd kind of talked about Executor leads itself pretty well into SLKR. So you build into Executor and then SLKR. So we always talk about account stability, so let's look at that first, right? So what he did, he came in, gets Darth Vader up and running, gets some Imperial Trooper team up and running, Goes into GAS and the clones as his first big team. Good for guilds, good for GAC, good for anything you want to do in the game pretty much. Relic some of these bounty hunters for the Executor journey. Relic Spy down here and builds into the Executor. Now from here we can pretty much go into the Finalizer, build the Finalizer, and start the SLKR journey. This lends itself very well to going right into SLKR. We'd also talked about the idea of going into the package of the Profundity and the JML. Now, because it's an early account and Executor is already in, we don't necessarily need Profundity. At this level, Profundity is like overkill. If you need 4 fleets in GAC, for example, having one of these on defense and one of them on offense is already pretty busted. Chromium 3 is the current performance in GAC. So what other options do we have for GLs, right? So we've got option number 1, which is the SLKR build after the Executor, and then maybe going back for Revens or another GL or whatever. But and that's fine, right? That's going to put you around 4 million galactic power. That's going to give you the Skywalker team and the SLKR team for hard conquest, and you should be good to clear a lot of stuff. If you went the JML route, you would build a CLS team into Jedi Knight Luke, and then you'd have a CLS team and a Skywalker team, and again, should be able to clear most of hard conquest. Should be able to do pretty well. The third option that we were talking about, at least briefly, is Rey. So for where this account is at right now, it's not too hard to strike out toward Rey. I like Rey because it gives you the Rey team. It gives you the possibility of going into up to 3 different teams. Then you've got another interesting little thing that you can do. So if you do the Rey journey, he's got C-3PO already. He's got Chupio. He's got a bunch of stuff. So you could build... let's go look at an experimental squad here. Okay. So you could build a droid squad under 50 RT or sortie or whatever you want to call it, them. You've got the IG-88, and this leader is non-separatist droids in Conquest, right? So IG-88 is a non-separatist droid. If you built Rey, you would want to have R2 and BB-8. So you get them. And then you've got C-3PO or Chupio or, whoever else you have from building other stuff. Or L3 if you want to build like a Dash Rendar team or something like that. So it's not too hard if you do the Rey journey to have this stuff, not necessarily need this stuff in Conquest. And this gives you another, Conquest team that should be able to beat pretty much everything in Conquest. Should be able to, right? So basically things die, and then at some point when the first... let's look at this to make sure I don't get it wrong. Okay. Where is it? Where's the resurrect stuff at? Is that part of the Omicron ability? If they're all non-separatist droids, the first time the first enemy to take a turn gets defeated. If there are other active enemies, all allies are revived with 60% health, gain damage immunity, instant defeat immunity. So basically, it allows you to go in there stack offense or whatever it is that you need to do to win. You beat the character that went first. Everybody comes back to life. Then you kill off the last guy and get a 3-star victory. So it's kind of a gimmick. It's kind of a crutch. But that's something I'm looking at for the Abticio account for sure, because the Galactic power is going so fast. I'm going to end up in hard conquest with, I feel like, not enough teams for progress. And that that's a way to just use the characters that you already have or already want to build a good team if you need one more team for conquest. So it's an idea. It's an idea. And then for the fleet, for the Radis fleet, honestly, I would not build the Radis fleet. I wouldn't worry about all the ships and doing the event. I would just use crystals and buy the Radis capital ship to 5 stars and just, cheap out on the journey and not have to worry about that part of it. Because building the Radis fleet doesn't really give you that great of a fleet anyway. It's just like a fleet that you throw away on defense and let the opponent beat. So I'm very nonplussed with the Radis capital ship. So I would just buy it to 5 stars to meet the requirements and not even worry about building all the other resistance ships. It's a bunch of wasted, energy and galactic power. My thoughts. You can build it later. Guapo says Lord Vader. Never occurred to me doing Lord Vader. Keep reading his journey. Needs a ton of Kairos. Would Lord Vader without Maul be strong enough? Yeah, Lord Vader. Lord Vader with tanks is what you want. Maul gets him to his ult earlier, so that helps in certain matchups. But for the most part, you're just looking to, put him with tanks and let him build up his mastery, and then, get powerful enough to kill the enemy team. Yeah, he's more of a tanky character. It's more like, don't get killed. Guapo says, good thing, because I've really focused the resistant ships. LOL. I like resistance because it's such a fast journey. Yeah, it's low relic levels. It's pretty easy to build the Ray journey. And like I said, I ended up with 3 teams out of Ray, and I think anybody can do it that way. You do Finn, Hero Finn, Hero Poe, and then 2 of the other characters, and you make that a defensive team that can pull its own weight. Then you do a Jedi Training Ray team with R2 and BB-8 and 2 other characters, again, like the Resistance Trooper and Stick Ray, for example, are good enough in that team. And that leaves you with like Holdo as a tank for your Ray team. But then since you already did the Beskar Armor Mando journey, like you have the characters, and I was putting IG-11 and Queel and Beskar into the Ray team, and just using kind of a Beskar team with Ray as the lead, and it was nasty. It was really good. And you're going to want your Beskar Armor Mando relict for your fleet anyway with Executor. So basically it's just a way to take the pieces of what you're already doing and, stick them into 3 teams with a Galactic Legend build. And you can put the Finn Omicron on Ray as a 4 of 4 in all 4 sectors of light side territory battle. She's good in Conquest. I feel, she's not the best GL in GAC, but she is just such a good all-around character. Like, there's no game mode that she can't pull her weight. So, it's like a rogue in Dungeons and Dragons, right? That you at least in the old days, you used to make a rogue with a bunch of different stats, and they weren't like the best combat characters in the game, but they were good at combat. They were good at out of combat. They find traps. They pick locks. They literally do every single thing there is to be done in the game. And that's how I feel about Rey. Like, she's not the absolute best in combat, but she does everything that the game has to offer. All right, and then we're gonna see how we're doing on mods here, just for fun. Remembering again that this account is really, even though it's well developed, it really hasn't been around that long. 322 on Piet already. That's great. Starting off strong. 319 on Shock T. Nice. Wait, is this me? Did I click off a Guapo's account? Wait, what? Am I looking at myself, or was I looking at him? Yikes. I think I might have been looking at my own mods. Whoops. Let's do this again. Start over. Make sure we're in the right thing. Yeah. Yeah, that was it. All right, we were on him. Nice. 307 on Bosk. $305 on Boba Fett. Moff Gideon, 296, being worked on. All right, so he's already got 5 characters over 300. That's fantastic. All right, I need to GAC, right? We need to get in on this GAC. We've been account reviewing and yapping for long enough, right? Better get busy with some GAC. I got to run down energy on my Loquitur account here real quick. We got energy built up, or on my Abtisio account, I mean. We got fleet to play as well. Trying to build this Jin relic. Pick up our free energy here before we forget to do that. Get back over on the Loquitur account, pick up some free energy. If the GAC goes too long, we'll have to bounce out and do some fleet battles, but otherwise we'll do that after the GAC. All right. Okay, we had a loss. Had a loss in our last endeavor. I dropped that sea battle with the Wampa. I don't know if I could have won it, but certainly had a chance at winning it and then misclicked. So, yeah. He cleared 3. If I could have cleared these 3 and worked on his ships, maybe we could have won it. But yeah, he got through Kenobi. So, took him 2 swings to get through the Qui-Gon account, team, but beat that team too. I think that's the only team that he stumbled on. Three v 3s. Yeah. But, yeah, we lost our chances in that Wampa fight. We Relic 7'd the Wampa, though, so, you know, hey, going back into the 5v5s in the next season, we will maybe have better chances. All right, Mo Liza. Let's take a look here. Why is it not? Oh, it's doing it to me again. All right, let's get in here and take a look. Arva says, and I still don't like Ray. Guapo says, thanks for the advice. Yeah, I mean, it's an option, Arva. For people who don't like Ray, build SLKR. For people who want to just absolutely dominate fleet, could have Executor and Profundity and JML. And Ray's just another option. It's a way of looking at and thinking about things. I've got a guy who sets Ray on defense in Bronzium, knowing that nothing will beat it, but I have the Empire Datacron. Oh, abusing your Datacrons, huh? All right, so my opponent has 6.6 million galactic power. Almost 2 million galactic power more than we've got. Malevolence, no Negotiator, no Executor. So we've got a pretty big advantage in fleets overall. He does have the Radis stuff built up, though, I believe. Nope. Okay. He's just got Ray's Millennium Falcon. He's got 2 GLs with SLKR and Jedi Master Luke. He's got Gas. And, of course, the Ray and the Commander Luke. Revan's Malik over here at Relic 7. Relic 7 Geo Brood Alpha. It's pretty beastie. And then we've got, you know, stuff. Some Night Sisters. HK is relicked. Yeah, just a bunch of stuff. I think he's going for Executor. We do have some non-standard relics in here, like the Death Trooper, so we expect to see a pretty big Iden team somewhere in there. Night Sisters are full relic, huh? Are all the Night Sisters relicked? Interesting. Yeah, full relic Night Sister team here. Yikes! Okay, so we need to scout our opponent, right? Need to do some scouting. So let's scout and see what we got. The defenses that he typically sets, that Geo Brood Alpha, Luke, Ray, Jedi Knight Revan, SLKR as a GL gets put on defense, and then JML gets put on defense sometimes. So he does switch out his defenses a little bit. In terms of offense, Grievous, Padme, Gas. And if we look at all of his offenses, we don't see the GLs. So we can expect both GLs to be on defense. At least from this. So the amount of fights that you see here just means that not every opponent's fighting his SLKR, and not every opponent's fighting his Jedi Master Luke. But we just typically don't see that stuff on offense. So we expect both of his GLs down on defense, and then Finalizer, Chimera, Malevolence get used on offense, and Home 1 and the Endurance get used on defense. So if we can get to ships, that'll be better for us. If we go down and take a look at the mod difference, Loquitur is the green line. Moliza is the black line. And you're really looking for this middle section here. This whole middle section that's like, you know, somewhere between 15 and 25, right? And you can see that he's got more mods in this middle range than I do. I've got better quality mods out here at the far end, but I don't really have much of a speed advantage over my opponent today. So overall, interesting. So again, we're doing the quick and dirty scouting, right? We're looking at the person's account and we're trying to figure out what it is that we can expect. So I'm saying, okay, if he's going to split up his GLs and do 2 different zones with GLs, then what we need to do is keep our Sith Eternal and hope that we can play a Sith Eternal match against his Luke and give ourselves some chances. All right, so my opponent's already battled. He beat everything over here and won, which, you know, we give away that zone, so we don't expect anything different. And we don't know if he fought the fleet or not. We know he fought the Executor. We can see that the protection and health bars are down, so he took a poke at that and then left. So I don't know how many battles he fought there or if he could still beat the Negotiator or what. So here he's got the Luke. No Datacron. No Datacron in the Luke, right? Then we've got Revan team with Jedi Knight Anakin. Interesting. Then we've got a Rey team here and a Geo team. So this is where we're hoping to break through, and we'll try to do a 2-zone clear across the bottom. And then we can come back here, CLS, Darth Revan, Night Sisters. Yeah, this team is just this zone is just a menace. So I don't even care if I beat any teams in that zone. We're just going to go through bottom, see what we can clear, and try to get a 2-zone clear, win the GAC that way. And then we'll clean up any extra teams up there at the top, if we can, to try to get money. All right. CWAT, and if we put Armorer in here, for example, I feel like first turn of the game is just going to be ability blocked, and we'll never see the light of day. But there's not a lot else that we can put in here that's going to be good, right? We could put another. Oh, so the Armorer stops us from using Datacrons. Let's take a look at the Datacron. So if we equip this Datacron, it says Sith allies gain stuff, lose stuff. At the start of the battle, Sith Eternal Emperor gains 20% ultimate charge for each other Sith ally. If all allies were Sith, he gets to take the extra turn. So if they're not all Sith, the only thing we lose is the extra turn. But do we have Marauder? Marauder's on defense, right? We got Sidious. So we could just do something like this. And Sidious will die, but he's just going to buy us time. We'll link the 2 Lukes. And this one, yeah, we don't have to build crazy mastery on this one, right? Because we don't have the Bastila lead. So we'll get a lot of healing from Hermit Yoda, but without the Bastila lead, we don't have to worry about the bonus protection that never goes away. So this is just linking the Lukes and killing them, right? Vincent says, did you stop using Allura or just on stream? Yeah, I've put that account on hold for purposes of balancing my life. Yeah, running 3 accounts is just ridiculous, especially when Conquest is up and running. It's like a second job to try to run 3 accounts with Conquest, so I couldn't keep doing it. I feel like the Allura account's just on hold for a while. I don't feel like I've quit it. I feel like I've just put it on the shelf for a minute, and once we get some other stuff figured out, we may get back to it. All right, we'll put the tank tech onto Sith Eternal so that he can not worry about being ability blocked for the entire game. Okay. And just deceive some people. We don't actually want to kill anybody, do we? Or I guess it doesn't matter. Get everybody deceived. There goes Sidious. You killed the other me. I'm so angry. It makes a lot of difference. It makes so much difference getting that like extra 40% of the alt right away. So good. That is so good. It feels so much faster. All right, so this is probably troopers. This is probably Mara Jade. But we have to take a look at speeds and make sure we're not making a big mistake here. Mara Jade's galactic power is so low relative to her levels. She shows up so far down. Okay, so speeds. Let's look at speeds and make sure that we're not making a big blunder here. 250. Spy is reasonably fast. 254. And then the Brood Alpha is the big thing. Let's see, how fast is the Brood Alpha? 275. I feel like my Mara Jade's like 288. 288. Yeah, so we beat 275. So we can potentially use this team, and just hope that a Relic 7 Brute doesn't one-shot Mara Jade when she uses her first skill. For my first 3 relics, Vader, Spy, and Snowtrooper is R5 viable for now. R5 is perfect. R5 is where I park my characters. I mean, even characters now that are Relic 3, I always feel like you need to put them at Relic 5 so they can go into C-Pit. I like Relic 5. If you want to do like Relic 3 on the Spy or something like that, that's fine. You could Relic 3 the characters for now. You could Relic 5 them. Vader, you're going to want to get to Relic 7 eventually. On the Abtisio account, I got him to 6 so far. I haven't been able to commit the resources to get him to 7. But it's okay. Alright, let's do this. Let's do Merciless Massacre. Try to get some ability blocks on these guys. We're going to try a culling on him after we've done everything we can to reduce their health. So we hit all the other geos so that when we equalize... Yeah, almost got him. Almost. Alright, let's see if we can take away their turn meter. Alright, the counterattack wasn't too bad. We got turn meter from everybody but Brood Alpha. Get some stuns down here. That was good. Alright. Keep it under control. Full relic geos going down. Good. Then if I do troopers here, what am I going to do here? Maybe I have to do troopers here because this team is even more dangerous than the Ray team. It may be more dangerous than the Ray team. Can Iden beat Ray? How much assisting? Not much. There's not much assisting in this team. There's no BB-8. I don't feel terribly threatened by this team. Maybe that's a mistake on my part, but don't feel all that threatened. Maybe bounty hunters. Maybe we could do this with a Beskar team. Or Nest? Reach debuff, which can't be oh, she removes turn meter, so Nest is a no-go. Nest is probably a no-go there. Stick Ray is going to hit hard. Yep. I can agree to that. Stick Ray is going to hit hard. Alright. So I think we got to try to trooper that other team. Wampa. Does this team kill Wampa? Jedi Knight Anakin have enough? I don't. He can't have enough potency, right? Yeah, he can't possibly have enough potency. Yeah, the damage. Yeah, it's the damage reduction that kills me. Can Wampa beat Jedi Training Ray? That's the question. Mind Trick. For each debuff resisted, remove 20% turn meter, which can't be resisted. This attack can't be evaded. So I don't necessarily get all the debuffs. She won't debuff me, but then I'll lose all my turn meter. Does Wampa beat JTR? JKR stun locks, yeah. Unresistible healing immunity from Ray. Deal physical damage and healing immunity. This effect can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. Okay. Alright, so what are we going to do then, guys? How are we going to beat this Ray team? Clones? 501st it up. Maybe that's our best bet. We'll get the sacrifice. Somebody will sacrifice themselves. We should have a turn meter datacron here, right? Ally or enemy is defeated. Alright, we'll equip this one just for the critical chance and the special damage and extra damages we get. Clones can be hard. There's a lot of foresight in this team. I agree, and I just have to rely on the idea that 240 speed is bad, and there's no BB-8. So the team has a lot of turn meter mechanics and stuff, but his characters aren't fast, and there's no BB-8 to propel a ridiculous amount of turns. So I'm relying on my speed, my superior speed. All right, we're going to try it. We're going to try it, guys. We're going to give this the good old try. Let's see what we can get done. And we are going to hit Stick Ray first and leave Jedi Training Ray for last. Okay, there's the first big hit. Don't attack my 5s. Stay off my 5s. You can kill Rex. That's fine. Sacrifice is in. Now we're going super fast. Take that off Ray. Bam. Okay. All right. Feels like the threat level has been reduced. And aerial advantage incoming. Thumbs up. Vincent M19 says, good going. All right, this Revan team now is a menace. My goodness. We might have to throw multiple teams at this to get this to work. Ugh. So if we do this, we almost have to target Bindo first. He's not going to be easy to kill. 76 and 48. Crit avoidance. But we don't care about crit avoidance with the Dark Trooper. Whoever we pop Savior on gets a free turn. So if we pop Savior on Anakin, he gets to do the big hit. I suppose that's not that threatening, right? I don't think he can kill anybody in this team with one hit at Relic 5. So maybe we just kill Anakin, let him go off, and then try to get a second kill on him with the Dark Trooper. They're going to get a turn, though, because my Veers isn't fast enough. 244, 264, and then 2 instances of speed up, 10%, basically another 52. So 64 and 52 is 320-ish. 274. He'll be slow. I don't even need to look at him. So 274 with 25%. Yeah. Maybe we're okay. It's the best thing I've got, so we've got to give it a try. And then we'll come back in here with Iden if this doesn't work. All right. Let's get in here. Target Anakin first. Man, it feels bad doing this. Drop the bomb on him. Trigger Savior. Oof. All right. All right, we can live with that, right? And then we'll just do a basic to make sure we get a kill. Get the turn meter train rolling. Get over here on Revan. Keep the turn meter train rolling. There is a chance that he's going to resurrect everybody, but I don't really care, because even if he does, it's just going to give me more turns and more turn meter. All right. So we got through that, 55 banners. I doubted my troopers. The troopers made it look easy, but I'm telling you guys, if Jedi Knight Revan would have gotten a turn and gotten a mass assist and potentially killed Veers, I mean, that could have gone from easy to impossible in a very short period of time. So these clones with Shaak Ti, I can Wampa this, right? This is Wampa-able. Maybe somebody can comment if that's a Wampa. The hit won't be that big since they're not. Oh yeah, right. Because they're not all Galactic Republic, Jedi Knight Anakin's not quite so angry. That's fair. These clones, I think, can be Wampa'd. So if we can Wampa that, we can nest this. This team isn't that threatening as long as we have damage. This team doesn't have that much damage. So we can work our way through this with Jedi Knight Revan. We've got the Beskar Mando team. We've still got, our mini CLS team. So we've got quite a few tools in the toolbox still. Clear this back zone. No Rex there equals Wampa food. All right. That's what I kind of felt like. So let's get in here and Wampa. This is it. Dodge and special accuracy is all we got left that's relevant. And we'll just put the health steal one on him. Why not? You are attempting to underdog. You're attempting to underman. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I am. Remodded this Wampa too. This Wampa is going to have more relic levels and far better mods the next time we use him. Look how hard he's hitting though. Man, he's taking these clones apart. All right, we've got protection, so oh. Wow. That's impressive. Yeah, we still got protection. We'll just roar. Well, I am. Got protection back again. Can't counterattack because he's stealthed. Shocked he's going down. And then he dies from the dots. Nice. Wampa food. Wampa successfully consumed the food. I feel like this is just Nest. Nest solo, max banners. It's a relic 3 bigs, so I don't think he's going to be able to one-shot me even with Wedge in the team. All right. We'll target Biggs and try to get into a battle with him. When he gets critically hit, he gets 100% turn meter, so there's this nice little loop with Enfys Nest where she just keeps hitting him. He gets 100% turn meter, he attacks, she counterattacks, crits him, and the loop continues. It allows us to build up a ton of extra damage on Nest without all of the other characters taking so many turns that it makes the battle difficult. So it's actually, Biggs is actually an advantage in this Mon Mothma team. It cuts down the amount of opposing animations is what it does. It allows us to get an animation consistently on our turns. On our counterattacks anyway. So there we go. Now we're done with Biggs. And maybe we can kill him. Oh, that was close. That was close. Okay. He goes down. He'll come right back, though. Mon Mothma's going to say, hey, you know what? Come back. And I don't mind. We still got 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Just do a basic there. Basic Nest stuff. That armor penetration can be a problem, though. If he gets his big hit just at the right time and the right way... Oh, dodged. We might actually have a problem, so... We'll hold on for dear life here. Damage is ramping up quite nicely, though, so we should be in good shape. All right. She may get one more resurrect off on him. Yeah. Not unexpected. Okay. No counterattack. Bummer. All right. 2 minutes left to go. Damage is ramped up to the point where it's gonna be hard to keep that Biggs in the game now. Wedge can Wedge can follow here, and Mon Mothma will chicken out and run away. All right. Senator out. All right, let's see. What do we got here? We just need something that's going to do damage. Revan team might... Ahsoka's whirlwind hits hard enough that that might be a problem. I'm not sure the Cassian team has what it takes. Iden? Use Iden here. I don't think they have anything necessarily that shuts Iden down, do they? Ability block. Just remove buffs. Ability block. Yeah. And there'll be some assists from Ahsoka, maybe? Let me see. No, there won't really be any assists for Iden, will there? Cara Dune's animations are so long. Yeah. Yeah, Cara Dune's a problem. JKR, Yoda, and Jolie. My Bindo is too wimpy, though. That's the problem. Got a wimpy Bindo. And if he dies, then the team really doesn't have much durability. Alright, let's get on old Ben over here, start doing our damage. Power up. I didn't need to use that yet, but okay, fine, I did. No takebacks. Alright, we're stuck using basics. It's kind of like, who cares? Basics do enough damage anyway. Power up. Don't care. Iden gets hit. And just work down. Damage them as we go. Not too worried about old Ben. I mean, we're going to kill him first because he's just going to get in the way if we don't. Our area effects have already managed to remove the bonus protection from Ahsoka. It's pretty fantastic. Imperial Lawnmower in action. Keep killing old Ben. Finish the job. Alright, job finished. Iden down, Iden down. Only 2 characters left to lawn mow now, so I can't do it every single turn anymore. So sad. Alright, just Bastila left. Stealing my banners, shooting my Stark. So not cool, Bastila. Alright, get a stun on her. Still too much tenacity with the extra protection up. Working through it. Done. 54 banners. Not great, but we'll take it. It's a win. Alright, this team, if we use Beskar Mando here, we have the advantage of not having to see them again. So we can kill Rolo first, and then Han will waste a turn trying to resurrect her. I don't know that either of these Datacrons are helping too much. Alright, let's get in there. I'm about 10 pieces from Relicking Nest. Excited to add another solo character. Nice. Yeah, I'm taking a serious look at Savage Opress. 10 birds. I messed up on... I should have done the area effect with him. Alright, we'll do the missile anyway. That should have the same effect of not allowing a resurrect. Let's just be immune for a minute. Get ability blocks. More damage. Bird stance. Throw some bombs. 7 birds to the Lando. I gave Lando the bird. Definitely gave Lando the bird. And then I'm going to play my Rogue One team here. I feel like if I win this battle and win this zone, I've already got the GAC, right? So it's Rogue One experimentation time. We need to keep finding out what this team does. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this team and I'm going to put it in auto on 1x speed. I just want to watch how the AI is going to handle this team to see if it's a viable defense. So that's what we're going to do. Just going to put it on auto. So Radis does the area effect first. Jin does the area effect, which wastes the resurrect opportunity. Not great. Okay, blinded there. Alright, we actually got a big hit out of Cassian. Look at that. That Relic 8 Cassian actually acted like he wanted to do, like, I don't know, Relic 2 level damage. Steal the turn meter and get the stun. She does the area effect every time it's up. That's so bad, because if Radis dies, we need to be able to bring him back. 94% download. All right. Yeah, I think we have to use that team on offense, just because of the way they waste the skill on it. All right. CLS, Night Sisters, Darth Revan. I find myself with so little interest in even fighting these teams. They're good teams. I mean, I'm don't know exactly how I would beat any of them. We could do a Jedi team here, just to see if we can get the money out of it. Try to use Shock Tea to get rid of the plagues if we can. We don't need 1x speed anymore. Oops, gotta call Shock Tea on that stuff. Just remove the taunt for now. Here's the plague. Shock Tea has the plague on her. We should be able to get that off without too much trouble. Problem is, once we kill Daka, the mark is going to go away, right? So try to heal off that plague. We didn't get enough, so Revan will have to heal it up. Get our first kill. Try to clear up this debuff on Yoda. Getting close. Take the taunt off of the zombie. Spread the buffs. That was awful. Why did I do that? Targeted zombie instead of Daka. Silly Loquitur. Alright. Let's call in Shock Tea. Get rid of this taunt. Comes the plague again. Oof. Alright. Get the plague off of the Yoda. Send it back around. Just keep dancing. Try to kill the zombie. Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, we'll take a kill if we can get one, right? Okay. Back on the DACA. Make sure I have DACA targeted still. Plague on 2. Clear it with shock. Oh no, we can't. We gotta heal. So we'll heal up. Spread the buffs again. Gives ourselves that nice tenacity up, so that it's not a problem for us to have plague cast in our general direction. Put it on auto and be done with it. All right, Shock T for the win. Another 70,000 in the bank. Time to go jam a couple fleet battles to get our stuff done for the day. Let's take a look at the fleet battle here. Ready, go. Putting myself in squad arena on the other account for a second here too. Alright, we'll target Bosk. We'll get our taunt up. We don't want to trigger the taunt on Bosk. Okay, and then we'll heal. Then we'll target Cad Bane. Try to get a mark put on him. And then we will try to kill him. We got him. That's helpful. He gets his reinforcement so much faster than we do. That was actually good because I didn't have breach on anybody. A basic from Slave 1 can remove all my it can remove my taunt. Okay, let's see. We'll try to do stun. And then we're going to try to just call as many attacks here as we can to accelerate getting to the ult. That's good. More attacks. Try to get to the ult. Racing to the ult. Having killed one of his ships, we're in pretty good shape. Okay. Now we get rid of Slave 1. This doesn't help our ult, but we can have a chance to get rid of IG2K. The opponent's not in great shape for his ult. Oh, no, he's getting there. He's got the locked debuffs now. So he's in the home stretch for his ult too. Got ours first. So this is, I'm getting better at this, and I don't have the Ebon Hawk, which, I mean, most people would probably tell you that the Ebon Hawk is required for the counter matchup. But you see here that we're able to do this with no Ebon Hawk. We just have to get the turns in the right order, and especially if we can get that early kill on a Xanadu Blood, reduce the amount of instances of the breach and target lock that the enemy can do, we can do pretty good. It's just way cleaner with Ebon Hawk. Yeah. I'm not going to disagree. On my main account, I always use the Ebon Hawk like every single battle. So, yeah, the Ebon Hawk is a better way to do it. But I guess I'm just demonstrating that you can do it even without the Ebon Hawk. Now that it's interesting because I I can beat the guys with the fully developed fleets, but if I were to fight another 4-star or 5-star Executor, I pretty consistently lose to the lower power Executors, because they don't do the turns in the same order, and I don't have a good turn order worked out for kind of the real mirror match at the same level. Anyway, just for anybody building Executor, I just want to give you hope that once you have the ship, it puts you in contention for placement right away. Just having the capital ship and the ships to go with it already qualifies you to get top 5 in fleet. All right. Do Malevolence versus Malevolence battle here. We're not going to stun yet. We're going to cleanse the debuffs here. Hope to keep that Sunfac alive. Wow, we're not going to keep our Hyena Bomber alive at this rate. Yikes. Losing ships fast. Let's go ahead and bring this in. I actually want to kill his Hyena Bomber. I do not want that thing to get to the second instance of putting buzz droids on all of us. Yeah, let's take him out for now, so that none of the vultures are real ships. Get buzz droids back on over here. Wow, that was sad. Wasn't even noticeable damage. Alright, get out of here. Alright, there we go. Now we get Sunfac out. We don't want to touch the spy until we can potentially get buzz droids onto the spy. It's unfortunate, but that's what it is. So now we can target the spy, try to get some buzzies on there. It's good. And Anakin can potentially put buff immunity on, and the spy can't hide. Dead spy anyway, so there you go. Anakin's ship, useful in literally any fleet in the game. Just put him in as a reinforcement, come in, destroy everything in one hit. Ridiculous ship. Thoughts on Afra and Hondo? I literally haven't seen any of the stuff on either of those characters, guys. Zero information. I'm completely uninformed. I hate Hondo, though. Like, I hate the Hondo character. I think I've told you guys before that I have, like, this overdeveloped sense of justice and fairness. And Hondo, to me, has no honor. He has no, like, value. He's just this garbage guy who betrays everybody he works for. He tells the rebels all about the stuff that he knows about their enemies. He tells other people about the rebels. I mean, he's just, as a character, I feel like I would walk up to him and say, "Hi, Hondo," and just double tap him right between the eyes, and then talk to his second in command and see if I could get something done. Full kit on Hondo today, but he has the cash, baby. Yeah, I don't like the character. I don't like the character. I would not like that character in real life. See, that's the funny thing. Like, I like the good guys. I like the bad guys. But I don't like the guy who stands for nothing. You know, pick a side. Pick a side. So what you're saying is he's a mega Chad? Loquitur just confirmed he'd murder someone on sight in real life. It's all theoretical. Yeah, if I met a cartoon character in real life, I might. Yeah. Hey, I have no shame about things which are said in the context of our game. So, yeah. Comments not to be taken out of context. So 3 more marquees for her requirements for Afra. Afra is the Star Killer type legacy character event. Oh, that'd be cool. So you're saying like Hondo and then 3 other characters leading to Afra? I like that little mini journey for Star Killer. I think that's a clever thing, and so if they do the same thing again, that's cool. Do one of those a year. All right, we have Pauete. Pauit? 100. Double eyes, 2 eyes, Jedi Knight. Rebel Force Jibat Msia. Msia. Azm. Jibat Msia. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's a reference to something in the game that I don't know about, but yeah, cool. Anyway, so another patron. 7.6 million galactic power. Big old account. Let's look at that Galactic Wars thing. I like that. That's fun. Galactic Wars 1, 17. So that would put him at 12. 1,400 days, which would be 4 years. Interesting. So this account would be about 4 years old then, by our quick calculation. DL, you should have been given the puzzle. Yeah. I've never worked on those puzzles or done that stuff. I mean, I feel like I don't know. Maybe I will someday, but I would literally like have to take the day off work to do it. So, all right. So let's take a look fleet-wise. Looks like he's got plenty of fleet. Much like the first account we took a look at, or the previous account, Kyber 2. Negotiated Malevolence Executor at 7 stars already. Chimera Finalizer, Executrix. Also Endurance. Raven's Claws started. Pilotless ships are all in good shape. First Order fleet's in good shape. Relic Spy, Relic Sunfac. Nice. Emperor Shuttle. 6. Yeah. Get that 7 star someday, but yeah, if you're using it as a starting ship in the Empire fleet, the 7th star is nice, but that's actually one of those ships where it's already fine at 6. I don't think that would be a priority for me to finish. 4 GLs: Skywalker, Malgus, JTR, Luke, Padme. Malik, Revens, Beskar Mando at 8. Wampa Relic 5. Boba Scion of Django all built out. 3 Omicrons. Oh my goodness. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Nice. 63, 49, 83. Oh, 80. Ooh, look at that. That's some pretty solid attack for Boba. Good deal. Triumvirate relict. Qui-Gon. TIE Pilot. Omicron. Alright. Lots of good stuff. Going for profundity now, says Pawete. I don't know. I feel like I'm murdering that name. So SLKR, Sith Eternal, 2 Dark Side, 2 Light Side. Got Lord Vader potentially to still get, and Rey. And Jabba, of course. Okay. So what is it that you're looking for from the account review? If you want to share with the group, Poete, what are you looking for? The next direction? I mean, I think it's the same thing with an account at this level. You just you'd build. I would do the profundity, but then right after profundity, I would build out your Star Killer, because you'll have the dash built up anyway for the profundity journey. Mara Jade's good. You've got a place for Tal, and you've got a place for Kyle Katarn, and you can build the rest of the Star Killer team. You've got Juhani built already because you've got Malik. So I would do the Juhani version of the Star Killer team after profundity, and then build more GLs. I'm going profundity, but thinking Rey or SK next. I don't know if waiting for the double shards for SK. Yeah, but you're already waiting, right? Because November already, the shards will be doubled for Dash, and then I think the last character was Talon in like February or something like that. So by February, I think all the shards for that are doubled. If you're doing profundity now, that's going to take you another couple months. So we'll be in double shard drop territory. Or you can just start working on Rey, work on the Rey requirements, and then as these guys become double drops, you can fill in the gaps with the double drops as you go along. And then you kind of build Star Killer, and then you just go back around and finish up Rey. I would do Rey before Lord Vader on this account, because you've already got the Jedi Training Rey from JML. You've already got the BB-8, the C-3PO, ready to go for teams that might include the Jedi Training Rey. So, I mean, you've got... The Rey journey would be very easy from where you're at now. Yeah, so in any order, the next 3 things: Profundity, Rey, and Star Killer. And then go for Jabba or Lord Vader. All right, Piet, fastest non-GL. 340. That's good. Revan, 334 plus 160 on speed. It's rock solid. When you're looking at speed, guys, just if you look down here at the plus on speed, that tells you a lot. Because a character might already be a fast character, so getting to 330 with a 141 is different than getting to 330 with a 160, right? So when you see plus 150 here, you have to divide that over 6 mods plus a speed set bonus. So let's say the speed set will give you 20 speed, and getting 130 speed, the arrow gives you 30, roughly. So then you're looking at 100 speed among 5 mods. which means the average speed sub is 20. So when you're looking at 150 on a speed set, that means that just generally, rule of thumb, you're averaging 20 on the speed subs. So it gives you an idea of the quality of the mods very quickly, just looking at the plus. All right, Commander Ahsoka Tano is pretty fast too. 325 with an offense set. So there you've got the 135 speed, and you're lacking the let's say basically 20 that you get from the speed set for the 10% bonus. So this is like a 155 set if it was speed. So 135 with no speed set is really nice. Good quality mods, my friend. I like it. Love seeing it. 323. Good stuff. Mara was the last wreck and she was in the beginning of December. Oh, really? I thought she was like in February or something. I guess those things came out faster than I thought. So they all came out in a short period of time between November and December, huh? Okay. I mean, I'll take your guys' word for it. I don't have the data in front of me to refute you. But that's fantastic news. All right. So, Puete, you have a good account. That's a good account. Nice job, man. Just keep building. And like we talked about earlier, it's also not a bad idea to look to your non-GL counters, like the bounty hunters against Lord Vader and stuff like that if you want for GAC. Alrighty, let's get into this other Grand Arena for the Baticio account. Also lost my first round there. I thought we actually had a chance to win this, but my opponent just cleared off everything and left us with nothing. So we dropped that battle. That was against a much higher account. He put full relic defenses up. All right, so this account we're fighting now, 4.7 million, let's say. 2 million in ships, so tons of ships, and 2.6 in characters. Finalizer fleet done, SLKR done. So obviously a much more developed account than what we've got. SLKR requirements, we've got Darth Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, and I didn't see Malik. Take a look. Yeah, no Malik yet. But basically a gladiator style account, right? Like the old school gladiator account where you come in, work for account stability, build up your Revans, go straight into SLKR. And also he built CLS along the way, Enfys Nest. So yeah, it's a gladiator account that's built to 4.6 million that's somehow stuck down here at Bronzium level. So, oh, come on. So let's take a look at his fastest non-GL character at 264. Okay. So this gives you a little bit of an idea why we might be down here. It's a good account with a good build, but you know, even his characters with good speed substats, they're not on speed mods. So, you know, he's got these accounts, he's got these characters. Like, why would you have, if these are some of your fastest mods, put 261 speed on crew. It's just not what I would do. Revan would obviously be right here, as even as the Gear 12. I feel like the best speed mods I have in my account would go on Revan. So let's do the scouting, right? We're going to do the scouting thing. So let's get on over here and scout him up. I don't know how to say this name, so I won't even try. So what we can expect to see on defense is CLS, Nest, Brood Alpha, Phasma, Boba, Padme, Karth. So some relic team here with the Phasma. Geos are good. Nest is, somehow good. CLS. Then as offense, he takes DR, both Revens, Vader. SLKR, he has an offense, which, guys, when you have your first GL and you're fighting against people who don't have GLs, there's nothing in my account that can beat an SLKR. So once you put the SLKR down on defense, that's it. Just put it bottom front, and that zone's held, and it's over. it's just over. But it doesn't look like he's doing that. So, and it looks like we're going to fight the finalizer if we have to. When we look at mods, Obtisio is the green line. So you can see that maybe somewhere in the mid category here between 15 and 20, he's not doing so bad. But then when you look at things beyond 20, like he's got 4 mods that are higher than 20, and my mods over 20 kind of keep going from there. So that gives me a pretty good advantage with certain teams. So I know what I'm up against. I'm up against bad mods in a account that's got characters that are bigger than what I can beat. So this Enfys Nest right here is kind of a menace. I think Jedi Knight Revan might be my only chance. So we got to try to keep our Jedi Knight Revan team alive against a Relic 7 Nest somehow. So that's not going to be pleasant, but reducing her health with Jedi Knight Revan. I don't have an instant kill character. I don't have Nihilus developed yet. I don't have Mando up and running. So we don't really have a way to instant kill Nest. So we've got to get in there and reduce her health and hope that we can win that way. The Phasma team should be beatable. I can trooper that. This should be doable. The other thing I suppose I could do against Nest is Imperial Troopers. But if I did that, I would have to get Dark Trooper's turn lined up right after Enfys Nest goes. That might not be something that's easy to manage. But okay, let's take a look at this Jedi Knight Revan team and see what we could do here. Oh, I don't have Jedi Knight Revan. I'm on my Obtisio account. Foolish. Yeah, I'm on the Obtisio account, so I don't have Jedi Knight Revan. Alrighty then. And I think I put Rex on defense. So we don't have Rex to try to wreck her. Oh boy. Vader. Let's look at her tenacity. We could do Vader. Just stack up a bunch of damage over times on her. And then after she takes her turn, we can call her out. So let's go through the bottom first. Figure out what we've got on the back wall. What can we do here? Can this team be Wampa'd? Can a Gear 12 Wampa beat a Relic team? That's a stretch. That would be a stretch, folks. Alright, let's think this through. What do we got? Geos? Area effect here. He doesn't have an area effect, does he? Gun down. think Geo's got enough to do what it takes here? I think that the problem is I don't want to spend too much on this team, right? Like I'm willing to take a poke at it with try to get a cheap victory here. Okay, so let's target Phasma first. We're going to try to go ahead and get another turn on Spy pretty quickly here. And then get the Yeet. Okay, Phasma down. Stage 1 complete. See, this is what mods do for you. Look how many times my Geos get to go before his characters even take a turn. It's such a huge disadvantage. Like, if you like GAC, you cannot be stuck waiting for your turn and letting the Geos take, 7 turns around you. Alright, getting the Yeet built up for this this TIE pilot. Yeet, done. Good, 64 banners. Alright, bounty hunters. The damage here isn't that high. His damage isn't that crazy. Maybe we do like a Mon Mothma thing here and do it with her and Chupio and share her stats with the other guys to give myself more damage. Again, just trying to figure out like the cheapest team that I can use to get through these guys and into the back wall. See what's back there. They don't have that much durability. We've got resurrects. We just got to kill Mando first. And should be good. Steal his turn meter. Blind. Alrighty, guys, get on in there. It's damage time. Alright, steal turn meter again. I love having your turn meter. I have it, you do not. For anybody who hasn't heard me say before, if you look at Jin's skill, this is so ridiculous, right? She's gonna take a turn, and that's normal. If she steals his turn meter, she almost steals a full turn from him. If she can also stun him, then she steals a second turn from him. It's literally like taking 3 turns in the same turn with your character. It's crazy how good that skill is. I mean, it's just a single skill against a single character, but it's the one character that you need to control. It's pretty fantastic. Mando never got a turn, right? We just stole his turn meter and killed him, and he never did anything. And we'll try to do the same thing. There, we got the stun. So even when he takes a turn, he doesn't get a turn. So good. Jacob Miller says, what about Rex? I assume that was for the nest conversation. Yeah, Rex is on defense, unfortunately. Alright, we've got Geos, Padme, and Old Republic. Geos want Vader, huh? What else? We got Traya. We can potentially do something with like Traya and a couple clones or something. Whatever relics we have left over. Ooh, we could do Gideon. Take away their damage with Gideon and then just let them kill themselves. Traya Wampa? Traya Wampa could be interesting. Spy can probably get him though at gear 12. Yeah. We've got to figure out Enfys Nest. This is the problem that we have to figure out. Mace Windu. Let's take a look at this Qui-Gon team. Because Mace... Okay. Dispel all, inflict speed down, shatter point. Receiving damage dispels shatter point, reduces defense, max health, and offense by 10% for the rest of the encounter. So all we have to do is shatter point Nest, and she's done for. Keeping Mace alive against the counterattacks only works if Qui-Gon stays alive. Oof. Alright. Here's hoping we can keep the Qui-Gon alive. Let's get Rex out of here as soon as we can. We will hit Nest. Now she's got Shatter Point. So let's take advantage of that. Don't kill my Qui-Gon. Bam. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. All right. All right, all right. We're through that. We've got troopers here. I think troopers just go through this no problem. There's no shoots first. CLS is going to be... He's missing an arrow. So 208 speed. So this becomes like... Is he Wampa food? He's relicked. We can't go crazy. So we can save Vader. We can do Vader here to make that easy. This we can probably beat. What are we going to beat Padme with? This doesn't look like much damage. Maybe we beat Padme with Wampa. I'm willing to try Wampa there once. I'm willing to Wee Willy Wampa. Or we could do Wampa here. Wampa's probably better here, right? That leaves us with a bunch of garbage, really. Oof. Got a Radis team. Oh man. Oh, we used our Jyn Erso with Mon Mothma, didn't we? So we don't really have a good Radis team. Maybe we need to get clever with the Geos. Maybe we just need to be clever with the Geos. And do Traya with a couple characters that have good survivability. So we just come in like that and let the Geos kill themselves and use Shaak Ti and the ARC Trooper to just do damage while not dying. Let's see if we can cheese through the Geos like this, and that'll give us more options elsewhere. All right. You know what? Nothing fancy. Just do a basic. Okay. They're going in after Shock. let's just use this as soon as we can. Get it cooling down. All right, get all these exposes off. Treya died. Zero surprise there. Brood Alpha's gonna heal everybody. Not if he's dead. Yeah. Not if he's dead. Alright, that's it. Cheese achieved. Okay. So that we can Wampa this. Alright, I feel like that's the best use of our Wampa for what's left. Alright. Womp. And we shouldn't have any problem with the damage over time from them, right? Because our resistance is ridiculous. And they don't, or our tenacity, I guess. Oh, they have tenacity down. Oh. Interesting. 14 stacks. Alright. We good. 58 banners. TK says Malgus did beat SLKR. Nice job, TK. Way to go, man. Alright, so we've got Troopers and Vader. So where do we like... Do we like Vader here? Or do we like Troopers here? I feel like Troopers are good here, and then Vader could be potentially more effective against the CLS team. Rebels give him extra speed. We're going to be going fast anyway. We'll do something like Palpatine, Vader, and Gideon, and it's just over, right? And then we can use the Troopers on the Padme team. .6 versus 7.9 is a big hill to climb, says TK. Hey, if you climb that hill and you got it though, man, that's, you know, good on you. That's fantastic. All right, give me an extra turn. Do that. Let's just call Luke. See how much damage we can do to him. Not enough. Big hit. Call him again. No, still not enough. Stinky old Luke. And then he starts getting life back. Get stunned. Get stunned, nerd. Alright, we can take away their turn meter. Vader's turn meter doesn't go away. Puts us at a pretty big advantage. Alright. Pizza Crust says, I like the English language, but you all have nothing on Polish and Latin in terms of swearing. It's so filthy. By which I mean I have Latin this semester. Alright. So you're swearing at your Latin homework in Latin? Alright. Give me some trooper action here. Okay, let's link up this guy and let's punch Kenobi right in the face. And then we'll mass assist on Padme. She'll get protection up, but it ain't gonna help her. And that's it. Yeah. Alright. How we doing on Baneros? 952 to 908. Got a little more efficiency out of my wins. Alright, then let's play this homie one. Galactic Republic style. We'll bring that in. I like bigs, though. We'll just fill it up with reinforcements. He's got a lot of stuff over there that's just relic ships. So as long as we don't run out of reinforcements, we should be able to work through it. Tarkin is not horrible. We need Plo. Where's Plo? It's probably better to have Plo than most of this other stuff. Give ourselves life back. Alright, let's go. Okay, what do we want to do here? Let's target Rex first and give turn meter to... Wow. I tried to hand turn meter over to Houndstooth and he didn't even want to go. Lame. That is lame. We wanted Houndstooth to go and get the taunt before Anakin went, so that we could put the buff immunity on him right away. But apparently that's not going to be the case for this battle. Alright. We'll do a big hit, get another damage instance on Rex. Let's think about what we want to do here. Got a breach on Anakin, so we can't really do... let's just bring this in. Bring Rex in. Get some extra turns going on. Get the buff immunity on over there. Alright, we got buff immunity onto the Houndstooth. That's good. Get him out of here. Goodbye. Phase 1 achieved. Let's get this off of the Y-Wing. Don't really want to fight with no protection on. Makes me feel kind of naked. Don't kill my Anakin. Alright, give him some protection back. Anakin's protection as a ship is so bad. He starts out with like garbage protection. Let's bring in the Plo. It's not really the ship I want, but I don't want Anakin to die. So, need to keep Anakin in the game. Alright. Try to get the target lock over there. Should have the alt coming. Oh, ouch. Should have the alt coming up soon on the home one. And I don't think... Oh, we lost the Anakin after all. Couldn't keep him. Alright, fine. Let's just get this ship out of here. Get that scavenger ray out of here. Alright, he's going to have the ult on Tarkin here shortly. 3 of our ships are really good in terms of health and protection, though, so we'll lose Plo to the ult if he gets it. Don't really care that much. Let's do that. Alright. 67 banners, full clear. Victory in the book for us. 1172. That's pretty good banners. Victory. We'll take it. Take the win. Gonna battle some Ewoks here. What do you think, guys? Do we have what it takes for challenge tier 2? Challenge tier 2 with these Ewoks, you determine in the first round, really. There's only 2 things that matter. Can you live through the first wave of Ewok attacks? And then if you do, can you beat Tebow on level 4? If you can do those 2 things, you win. We'll kick out Stark, put in Vader. Alright. Oof. Ow. Bam. 1 instance gone on Dark Trooper already. Link him up. Yeah, I think we'll get a kill, so let's do this. All right. Drop the bomb. Man, if he was hitting 4 times instead of 3, that would be pretty fantastic. Do the area effect, get another kill. We're going to have some turn meter problems here in a second. Doing good though. 26, 28 stacks of Emperor's Trap. 29. We're ramped up now. These next couple battles won't even be a challenge. Only thing that matters is now is T-bow. Gotta stack up as much as we can. Do basics. Throw away our turns. Stack up, stack up, stack up. When you fight T-bow, he's got 2 elders with him. Stealth stuff. So if you don't kill both of those elders, one of them will res the other. And you can end up having problems. Alright, let's target this elder back here. Get him out. Keep the turn meter train rolling. Basics. Oop, 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 oop. Basic over here. All right. Smashy, smashy. All right, all right, all right. Now, we should have a bunch of our cooldowns ready to go. See if we can get this T-bow. Big hit. Then we're going to armor shred T-bow. And we're going to drop the big bomb on T-bow. Alright, yeah, there we go. Now we just got to get these elders out of here before either of them bring him back. Challenge successfully passed. Alrighty guys, looking good. We'll re-up over here just to get more stacks. 82. Every stack is 6% extra damage. So right now we're doing 640 times our normal damage. Yep. When we get to 100, we're doing 700 times our normal damage. Or let's 7 times our normal damage. 700%. I guess I worded that badly. So 7 times our normal damage. And counting. All right. Looking good. 105 stacks. Oh, Ewok Elder out. Warrior out. Killing Ewoks. So much fun. You guys got any more questions? Anything else you want to know while I'm sitting here picking off Ewoks? Let me know if you got more questions, other things you want answered. Otherwise, I'll finish out this challenge tier 2, try to get 3 stars so we can sim it in the future, and answer any questions that get put up, and then I'm out. Moving on with the next part of my day. Look at this. Vader gets a turn. So Vader gets a turn. Finally. After 8 waves, he gets to go once. Do you have a new time frame for the new path guides? Every time I think I'm going to get to them, work gets crazy, and then I spend all my time at work, and that's it. So I don't have a timeline, sorry. I would love to be able to tell you firmly when it's going to be done. But hopefully soon, TM, like CG says, soon. All right, y'all, thank you for hanging out with me today. Appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to like on your way out if you didn't on your way in. Subscribe to see more like this in the future. Join us over on Discord. Got a really great Discord community. Hope you all will be part of that. Hope to see you over there. Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you in the next Holocron.